obviously you guys have been shut down pretty much since Hurricane Ida. Talk to me about that closure and the renovations that's been going on since.
Okay, so in Hurricane Ida, the building next door to us, the third story wall fell off and went right through our roof. And we had no choice but to completely gut the place. I mean, it broke my heart after 116 years to have to gut it, because there was no way to tarp it. It just got wet and wet and wet. And so we've been rebuilding ever since. It's been a little over 2 years. And, you know, it wasn't just a loss for my family. This business was a loss for the whole community, being here this long. And, you know, I can remember when people came here, when there wasn't any supermarkets, they came here on a weekly basis. They would come with their whole family, the mother, the father, the kids, the grandparents, and they would spend an hour shopping and picking out stuff. And, you know, I wish we could get back to a world like that instead of this fast-paced world we have. But we've been rebuilding. Like I said, it's a little over 2 years. It's not going to be exactly the same, but we're going to get it as close as possible. It's going to be a stronger building. It's going to look really good, but it's not going to have quite that old feel that it used to have. But nothing's forever.
Talk to me about the demand during the closure. How many contacts you receive each day and from all over the world?
Yeah, I mean, the phone rang off the hook because we kept our number. We built the commissary in Kenner to continue making the sandwiches, and we sell in the local supermarkets, and we're still shipping sandwiches, but the phone would just ring off the hook. People, when you coming back? When you coming back? I want you to come back. So we're working on it, so it's been a challenge.
And not just local media either, local contacts.
No, people from all over the world.
You were mentioning just today.
Yeah, just today we got contacted from an outfit in England that want to do an interview with me in England about sandwiches, and they're doing a magazine that's about sandwiches, and they wanted to add the muffaletta, and I'm gonna do a Zoom interview with them.
This is obviously the home of the original muffaletta. Talk to me about what makes this sandwich so special.
Well, the way it got started, you know, my mother was 104 when she died, and she knew the story because she worked here when she was a young girl. But, you know, the farmers and the fishermen, they all came to this area. This was the hub. And they would come in, and they didn't sell the sandwich put together back then. They would buy everything separate, the cold cuts, the olive salad. The vendors would have the hot muffaletta breads in their carts. And then they got the idea, my grandfather got the idea, well, let's put it all together and make a muffaletta sandwich, and that's how it started. And we were the first ones. Then whenever you make something popular, other people are going to want to join in. And that's good. There's plenty enough room for everybody to make money. We never did worry about that. We only worried about our quality and keeping our quality. I tell my employees and my family, if you keep your quality good and you treat people right, that's all you need to worry about. You don't worry about anybody else.
Now, I know we had a chance to speak with you guys in the fall. There was expectations that possibly a late November, early December opening. That fell through. Talk to me about what's caused the delay and a potential opening time frame.
Well, you know, I don't think any construction job ever meets the mark of when it's going to happen. You know, there's always delays, especially with a building that's over 200 years old. You know, we had other challenges along the way that we had to address, and we wanted to get it right. At some point in time, I told the contractor, let's not focus on a start date. I want to get it right. So if it takes longer, it takes longer. You know, maybe another couple of months. We're getting close. We're doing all the interior building of the counters and the shelves. It's all custom made, so it takes time. So another couple of months might be feasible for an opening date.
Hoping by Jazz Fest, maybe?
I'd hope so, but look, it's going to take a lot of effort to start this business up again, because it's not just building. We got to get material. We got to get registers. We got to get employees. It's not easy. So,
for those people who are still wanting a muffaletta, tell them how they can get their fix.
Okay, we're making them at a beautiful commissary in Kenner. You can buy them at Zapardo's Supermarket in Metairie, Quista Pace across the lake, the two Rouses, one on Barone Street, one on Veterans Highway, Sydney's Wine Cellar right next to the store, the airport on your way out, and Narco Supermarket in Narco.
Talk to us about the correct pronunciation.
Well, the correct pronunciation is muffaletta, but most people say muffalata. But we don't try to change that because it's ingrained, and they can say whatever they want as long as they keep buying them and eating them.